stuff like that.
No damage on the truck.
No damage on the truck, no.
Or a dump or a garbage truck.
No damage to the trucks, no.
Yeah, I know.
And one last thing from the, I think, street department. I saw, one load of dirt. What do we do with that dirt?
We'll put it in the holes that we dig to protect the lines.
Okay, tell them about the code enforcement officer that we hired.
Okay, we've hired a new code enforcement / animal control officer. Her name's Hannah Manning. She should be starting in the next 2 weeks. Hannah Manning.
Oh, Hannah. Does she have a city of Hoxie email address?
We're going to try to get that set up.
Has she been a code enforcement officer before?
She hasn't. She's ex-military, and she's been working for dispatch. So now she's coming over here from dispatch. She seems like she'd be a good fit.
Okay, at this time, I'm gonna pull the ordinance, talking about a reuse loan. We have a paper from Sarah Caldwell, and she says, Rebecca Caldwell, she says that the federal law has defederalized all reuse money. If the council voted on a loan, then that's the one that has to approve it or disapprove it. So we pull this old business off. That's all of that. Now we're going to new business.
One other word. You know, part of the responsibility of every one of us, council, is put up items on the agenda that we think is important to citizens to us. I put a memo on the 5th to Vera where I put 3 items on the agenda. Apparently Vernon moved back to Nancy because the following day Nancy had sent a 6-page memorandum to all of us. She starts out very good saying, as your attorney, I do not have control over the items placed on the agenda. Then she points out 6 pages of why we think we put it on there, but it's not her call. If I put something on the agenda, or if any one of these people put something on the agenda, it should be on there for us to discuss. You know, the first item is very, very important. Leonard Doan's appeal to the city council for his unfair employment termination. I mean, if we're not willing to talk about that, I'm sad for it. Well, I want those 3 items put back on the agenda.
You have to make a motion on it, and you have to get a vote of all the council to put it on the agenda.
You don't need a motion for me to put this in?
Yes, sir, we do.
It went to who took it off the agenda? Because I've already...
I took it off of the agenda.
Very good, very good.
It was not appropriate. I har and I far. Leonard knows that he had so many accidents, and we told him 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, that if he had another accident, he was fired. He hit a pole. He tried to hide it from us. Now, you ain't much of a council member if you don't want your employees to tell you the truth.
Right.
So, anyway, he got fired. And that's the end of the story. He's not going to be rehired.
Did the superintendent give him a suspension until we...
We gave him more chances than...
Did we ever give him a suspension?
No, I never suspended him. I've talked to him ever since I become boss, constantly about doing something, about staying off his phone, paying attention to his workers on the back.
Bouncing workers
They get off the truck and he runs off and leaves them, and they have to get a ride to catch him back into stuff. I mean, I've got what I told him the last time right here, and I'll read it to you because I don't care.
I have
It
to,
was August.
wait
Wait a
1 second
second.
here. Legally speaking, if you're going to give this appeal process, then Madison should get one. Everybody here who is an employee, including me when you all fire me, I would get one too. The council needs to vote whether or not they're going to take that power away from you, and I've already explained that in the memo. if he wants to discuss those things that are not on the agenda, he has
The
to get
agenda was
some
supposed,
votes.
there's gonna be a
No.
lawsuit for this agenda if we don't get that straightened out.
We'll sue us.
Okay,
Sue.
okay, first of all, I guess I wanna know what council, I would like a motion we go into executive session and let Leonard at least hear his side and hear the mayor's side of it. That's my motion.
He's not an employee no more. We can't go in executive session.
Right.
He's been fired, Darrell, and it's the end of subject. Let's go on.
Well, no, it's not the end of the subject. We're not a dictatorship, Mayor, I'm sorry. Now, I just made a motion. Do I hear a second?
I'd like to hear Leonard's side of the story.
Then first, you need to make sure that you suspend, you need a motion first to take away the department heads and all of the procedures, and that's what I put on the memo. There's a whole process that would have to go through to make it where.
We don't have power.
No, there's no power.
Well, you do. If you want to pull it from me, you do.
Folks,
It's from the
but-
heads.
No, I knew that.
Two-thirds majority can make I mean, why do we have a city council if the mayor can do everything? Think about it, folks. I would hate to be an employee here if they was hearing this discussion tonight, the mayor can do whatever he wants to do, and we can't do nothing. Now, think about that.
Well, we're not gonna get a thing done here.
Are we gonna go on with the council meeting, or are we
We got
gonna?
a motion and a second, so.
Well, you don't have a second.
I thought,
No, she said she'd like to hear his
Side of the story.
side of the story, but she did not second it. It's like your special council meeting, Darrell. She didn't put it on the paper.
we'll talk about
Okay.
this.
No, we're not.
No, we're not talking about it. We're gonna go on with the council meeting, or I adjourn right now.
It's up to you, Mayor. But
Okay.
this is not the end of it.
I want a motion to adjourn the meeting. So,
We need a council member to make this. What would the
you
council
just have
member
to,
do?
you just have to get somebody to run the business, 'cause I'm leaving.
Vernon, you step in there, then. That's what the Nick said.
Cliff can get the floor, though.
No, it goes to Vernon, and then we'll elect somebody.
You don't have a motion for a second, so we need to move on. There wasn't a second, so we're done.
Huh?
There wasn't no second, so we're done. We're done.
Next, item,
Belinda.
because she needs to talk about the credit card.
The credit card, what that is I went to use the credit card here one day to pay for something, and it was suspended. What had happened is there was a charge come up, and they did not know the name, and the amount was a bigger amount. And when I called First National Bank, it only had Peggy and Lanny and Carrie Smith on it. So we was not allowed to open up accounts until she finally got it open where we could do it. But her suggestion is, since all these people's names on it, and it has had several in the past, is that we close that account and just open a new one with the with the ones we've got now.
You all have access to the city credit card.
Right now, it stays locked up. Only supervisors is allowed to get them.
Did you find out who made that charge?
It was a charge that sounds, we have to have a DUNS number, and it was that one.
Okay.
But they seen Sam's for this amount, and I guess they were thinking like Sam's Club or something like that. But they got it back open, but the girl I talked to at First National suggested that we just start a new one because there was so many names on that other one. And the number that they text, when it got closed down, we don't have a clue whose phone number it is.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we, open a new city credit card.
What signature are we gonna put on it first, though, if you don't mind? Well, I guess you need a second.
I'll second that.
Okay, what names are we putting on this? Or is it all supervisors? Again, I
Well,
just wanna make sure.
it's, the accounts, all accounts is, right now is under Dennis Coggins,
Okay, okay,
but only a supervisor can come get it to use it.
okay, fair enough, that answers my
And
question.
then they bring receipts back.
Yes, they
Yes.
have to bring the receipts back to me if
Fair enough, very good process.
Baker,
Yes.
Tyler,
Yes.
Stickney,
Yes.
Linebaugh, Hancock, Walden.
yes.
Holiday list, or?
What is the updated policy?
Well, there were some questions about us being off on Columbus Day. That is one of the holidays that was voted on a past resolution. That was on in 2008, and we also need to add Juneteenth because that was a federal holiday that was recently passed as well.
So we're gonna